Here is the video on my journey to Royale across Gitche-Gumee. 1975 will always mark the year that the Edmund Fitzgerald sunk in Lake Superior. 29 men went to their grave down at the bottom of the cold, deep, dark waters. A year later, Gordon Lightfoot come out with the song The Edmund Fitzgerald in 1976. And it always fascinated me from the very beginning, like most people. And I'm from the Midwest, so I can imagine the people that lived around Lake Superior and the North Country, how it must have impacted them. I love Lake Superior. I go up there all the time. I like to camp out on the shore. Most of the time I'm on the southern shore of Lake Superior. There's a beautiful campground called 12 Mile Beach. If you haven't been there, go check it out. It is just beautiful. Check out some of my videos I have on 12 Mile Beach camping, Lake Superior. One of my adventures that I always wanted to do was go across Lake Superior. I decided to take a trip out to Isle Royale. Isle Royale is beautiful. It's a national park out in the middle of Lake Superior. Get there, I got on a boat from Copper Harbor, went across Lake Superior. My goal was just to cross that water. I wanted to get on a boat and go across that big, blue, deep lake, Gitche-Gumee. Did most of my filming on my phone. Most of it is in photographs. But I did get a few things on video, but you still get the beauty and you still get the sense of the adventure going across there. Going across, it was glass conditions. Even the captains on the boat were shocked. Not a ripple to be found anywhere out there. One thing that was interesting going across, about halfway to Isle Royale, I was standing on the bow of a boat with another gentleman and we were just talking back and forth when we noticed this line going across the lake. It literally went from east to west. I would guess it was probably 200 yards wide and went from horizon to horizon. And the water was placid, completely still, but in this area the water was a dark brown color. You could easily see we were coming into it. So we're watching this and we're looking at it and we're discussing, what could this be? What could this line be going across this lake? What is so interesting, as soon as we entered it, as soon as the bow of the boat entered this dark area, the air temperature shot up 15 degrees. Amazing. It was like, whoa! It was warm air as we went across. So if I had to guess, I would say it was probably 50-55 degrees going into it, and it shot up to probably 65 to 70 degrees going across this channel, which was 200 yards wide and forever left and right. As soon as we got through it, bam! air temperature went right back down. We discussed it with other people on the boats, and nobody really could conclude exactly what that was we went across, but this is what I think, because I've camped on Lake Superior so long. Because I sit there and I watch those big freighters out there. Giant freighters go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I think what that was is the conditions were so calm. A big freighter had went through there hours before that. The warm air was from the massive engines, the fumes off the massive engines that were coming out and just basically leaving a vapor trail, like almost like a jet. And the only thing I can think why the water was brown was that maybe that was an area of the lake where it was a little bit more shallow and it was churning it up. Maybe the big engines were just churning from the bottom and churning that trail. Leave a comment if you know what that was. I don't think I got a picture of it. I'm going to see in my videotape, my archives, and see if I did. But I never have found what the reason for that was. Across, we were met by the rangers. They gave us all the instructions, and they're very strict over there. You have certain guidelines that you go by, and that's what you pay attention to. They do a really good job. The night. What's funny is the next morning when I woke up, I instantly knew it was going to be a lot different of a ride going back. The wind was blowing, the clouds were kind of dark. I got out of the tent, got my stuff together, threw it all in my backpack, hiked back down to the water, and sure enough, my first view of the water was like, oh my goodness. White caps, stormy. And luckily enough, that's where I got some videotape coming back. I don't know why I didn't get more, but it is what it is. Oh, one last thing. As I slept through the night, you could literally hear a sound. And what it was, it would be one of the big ships coming by. And it would start out as a dull rumble. But then it'd get louder and louder and louder. And you could hear the ship go on by. Now what was so cool, there was a delayed reaction, kind of like a lightning in the distance and then the thunder. So after that ship actually went by, I would be laying there and I'd hear another sound. And it started way down the coast. And it was the giant waves off that ship hitting the rock shoreline. It would literally go on by, the same as the ship did. And it seemed like there might have been a 10-15 minute delay between when the ship went by to when the waves hit, but that was kind of cool too. I enjoyed that. So, if you get the chance, go on out to Isle Royale. I believe it is open. I think last year in 2020 it was closed because of the COVID-19 virus, but I think now it's opened up back up. I hope it's opened back up. If you get the chance, it's kind of hard. You got to get reservations, call ahead, check it out. They only allow so many people out there. Go on out there because it's a great time. The whole time, think of the Edmund Fitzgerald, 29 men that lost their lives on that cold November 10th night. Thank you for coming to the channel. That's LAF, Space Film Fest. That is capital LAF, Space Film Fest. Hit that like button if you like the video, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Yep, that's plies.